Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome back to Motorsport Manager. We have 2 races left in the European Racing Series as our custom team, Elysium Racing, and we're currently 3rd in the championship. On only our 2nd season, that's pretty decent. So, let's see how we can get about it. Car condition update, blah blah blah. Interview, sure, I'll take the interview.
Real suspension seems to be holding the team back. Our technical commentators agree. Is it true?
He needs to button it. I just wish I could just tell them to shut up. Like, they're constantly having to be told by me to the press to shut up. I'm also definitely going to take away a part. Yeah. We don't want to run with that dangerous an engine currently. It's just way too dangerous. Also, the reliability on those is... Oh, it's because we're repairing the cars, isn't it? That's why. Okay. Car repair's done. Okay. And yeah, there we go. The reliability's back up. So, we can't run with those engines. Combined, the stacked chance is just too high getting caught. So what we're going to do is we're going to run with one of the engines, and someone else is going to get a lot lesser engine. You're angry. I know you're angry. Guess what? I don't care. It needs to be done. It needs to be done, Lara. You're doing pretty well, though. Nice. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, it needs to be done. Also, improving parts. Trying to make sure we do this right. Suspension we can improve soon. We're going to need to improve it. There's only a little bit to be got out of that gearbox. And technically we're not using that engine right now. Yeah, we'll put the suspension in here. There, we'll be done before the race. Awesome. Right, what we've got coming up. Is there another vote coming up? There might be one more vote before the end. Remove, bonus. Fair enough. It's not one I particularly care about. Leaked information? We caught Garrettson trying to sneak information out of the garage? Oh my god. He might have been going to leak it to some of the other teams. Gary! That's unacceptable. That really is unacceptable. We could take a hit to the chairman's happiness. We could take a hit to the relationship and the happiness. And, you know, the fine. We get money. Money's pretty nice. Or we could fire him. Do we have to pay a severance fee if we fire him? I feel this is, like, information that I should know. Like, if we fire him, do we pay severance, or is he kind of bust his severance? Because, you know, he's been leaking information to the... I think that's a reason. Like, that's a reason to fire someone and to pay their contract break fee. Of course, this comes down to, is there a spare mechanic lying around with better stats? No is the answer. There's some people who can improve. Sure. Ooh, concentration 1, that's not good. What about in the European Racing Series that we can poach? Maybe? Eve is really good. She's got a lot of room to improve as well. She's not great at part fixes, but... Then there's Maxine. Nah, you want to join a team in a higher championship? I didn't think you'd be into that. Well... Eve. No, you wouldn't be interested. Is there a better mechanic lying around? Like, if there's a better mechanic lying around, sure, you know, I'll take a bit of a pop. Might consider firing him. Otherwise, you know, we'll just keep him, because I don't want to have a hassle about finding a new mechanic. And it's a bit unfair that they can get just killed by a random event. Like, not killed, but taken out by a random event that's not their fault. It's not in their stats to leak information. It's just a random event. Oh, what about you? Basically, if they look too good to be true, they are. Oh, you're in a different... Yeah. I think I'll keep him. And a fine should suffice. That's frustrating because it's hurting the relationship between the mechanic and the racer, though. That's very frustrating. Who was it? Not you. Good, because I liked your ability. It was... you. Yeah, you lose Risk Taker. I liked Risk Taker. Oh well. I guess that happens sometimes. We're so close to a higher marketability! Oh, come on! 1.1% more and we will get 3 stars. And we have one race expiring soon. One sponsorship deal, sorry, expiring soon. And we've got 2 more expiring after that at the end of the season. We can get our marketability up. We can get some really nice deals in. Alright, let's do this vote. Remove bonus points for the driver in pole position. No points to the award if the driver is faster than qualifying, reserving any... Well, we don't have qualifying, so I am literally going to abstain, because this literally doesn't matter. If we had qualifying, it would instantly apply, though, as opposed to if you brought in qualifying and then had to implement this afterwards. I don't care. I've saved a good vote, though. I think that's important. We saved a very important vote there. Hell, if we're actually going to promote next year, we might not even need to vote, because we'll be voting on Tier 3 stuff that won't matter. So, we'll see. Eastwood Motorsports have opened a new brake R&D facility. Ugh. I hate it. Okay, that's definitely got to a reliable level. Let's crank you up in reliability, because we might end up needing to use you if one of our engines gets caught, which it probably will. And we will crank everything over in favour of that, I think. So you're maxed out before race day. Milan, 4% chance of rain. Let's check on the calendar which one it is. It is Milan B. So very, very quickly, I'm going to pull up my Milan B stats. We're going to carry on. Okay. Our car's 8th on the grid! Yay! You know how much we've put into building our cars to be better? Right. I probably should have fixed the performance, but oh well. Doesn't matter. I want to max out you. I want to max out you, and I want... Yeah, you're already maxed out for next year. That's good. We might even want to build enough suspension for next year. That way we've just got a really good starting suspension. We can afford it. Yeah, we'll build an illegal one. Because it won't matter about legality. I won't pick anyone here, because this is just reliability red zone, and this is only during qualifying, so this won't count for next year. This will. So we will build this. We'll spend a full mil on it. But that's only because I've got a bit of money flashing around that I'm happy with, you know, losing. We've got one illegal part in. That is correct. Okay, we're good. We'll go for the 8th bonus. Again, 2nd is just a little bit too much of a risk. Kind of wishing I had more money for next year for my chassis. If we're trying to promote, you need to pimp every single bit you can get, and that would be the chassis, because we can't get parts next year. So we would be better off just pushing all the money into our chassis. Sadly, that's not really an option for us, because we don't have enough money to really push the chassis. I guess we can still try and push our fuel efficiency and definitely our tyre wear. Right. Do we want to be getting out in Inters? Let's have a proper conversation about this. I did say there's a chance of rain. Well, if there is a chance of rain, it might be a chance to get on Inters. You can get a lot from going on Inters if we got the right, you know, experience. So we'll see. I'll get you up to 25.5. We'll decrease you. We will decrease you. We will increase you. And we'll increase you. Question is tire choice. I'm going to go out on Inters. I know, it's a risky proposition. But I'm feeling lucky. And by that, I mean I'm not feeling lucky whatsoever. I never feel lucky. But I just sometimes choose to do the move because I don't care. Let's take this practice and make it count. Right. Out you go. Out you go. Get it on. Go, go, go. Okay. Now, of course, we are running a medium risk engine right now, so there is a chance we'll get caught after this race. The race after, because we're losing all our parts anyway, and we're getting spec parts, I do wonder if we should just, you know, play it safe. The spec parts next year build on our current parts, or do they just replace all of our parts? I think they replace all of our parts so we're all equal. But if they're, like, building on our engines already, it's not quite as good. Either way, not a bad time. Not bad at all. Difference of 2 seconds. That is a big difference that engine makes. Difference of 2 seconds. Okay, got intermediate tyres. 1 knowledge. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just go for it. 95%. You're going to need some work. Unfortunately, it's handling, which is the more difficult one to do. Okay. I'm going to crank down the handling a few notches. And then try that. Alright, come on, Lara. Give it a bit of a welly. Then immediately bring it in. Got no time to play around. Alright, keep going with that experience. That's very nice. Wow. People starting to thrash Engel. Damn. Oh, there we go. Yeah, straight up, get out. And I know that the situation is not really a Inter situation, judging by the amount of water, but I don't care. I just want you to crank out all that experience points on Inters, because I want to get better Inters. Yeah, it might not be Inter weather on the track at the moment in practice, but it might be on race day, and that's what matters. Practice doesn't matter whatsoever. All that matters is you get the knowledge that you're going to use. And we're going to try and do an Inter strat. Okay, keep going with that experience. You've got enough time, I think you can make it. Are you both like Psychic? You both said the same thing at pretty much the exact same time. That's a little bit weird. You're spending too much time together. Lara down to 16th though, because we put her back on an old engine. Ooh. Okay. How are we doing? 1 minute 30 left. There we go, that's better. Different things. 1 minute left, and yeah, you could do a bit of tie heating. So could you. Angles on the in-lap, oh well. You managed to get tier 3, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters whatsoever. We've got our tier 3s. Beautiful. Right. Let's make this count. We're defending our position 3. There is a possibility of position 2. Unlikely, but there is a possibility. First is, you know, if someone crashes and someone has a terrible race, maybe. But we're looking at a lot of act of God level to really hit that mark. Okay. Looks sunny so far. Might get rainy about halfway through, but we can't guarantee that. Ooh, how much fuel do we have in the tank? 6 oh, it's a 1 pit strat. Okay, well, we know what we're doing here. How long does this tire last you? Long enough. That is good enough on fuel. Okay. Lara. We're going to go for an early pit with you. We'll reduce the fuel to 5 laps, and you'll probably come in even quicker than that. We'll burn you hard. We'll put you on a medium mode to begin with. Push the tires, push you on attack, push you on overtake. And we'll probably reduce that to low relatively early on. Oh, and knowledges, I forgot almost. Fuel economy, yes. Race trim bonus, and then you are going to be running my wet tactic. So you'll be running intermediates and intermediates. Okay. Let's do this. I love having the forecasting center. It's so helpful. Okay, go. 13th? No. 14th? No. 16th? No, I have no idea. Okay, come on, Engels. You got this. 13th. Very nice. Now we're going to have to go on low. We've got to make extra fuel. Lara making a few places there. Lara making quite a few places. Okay. That's more like it. Okay, it's Engels, it's fine. You're doing a different strat to everyone else. It's okay. You got this. Up to 12th of Lara. Checking Engels' fuel as he comes in. Quarter lap extra. Good, you're on mark. You're going to have to put down to a more medium fuel usage, though, Lara, because you're coming in 2 laps' time. Lost into 13th, going to be losing in 14th soon if we're not careful. Nope, back into 12th. And there we go. Driving down 14th, 15th, 14th. Come on. No pits this time around. This is the one we're going to be pitting on Lara. So, if you wouldn't mind, check the weather. Looks like I might have lost out on that whole rain tactic, but oh well. We'll go 4 laps of fuel here. And pit strat. We can't do fast anymore on you. We'll do a balanced pit strat. Almost tempted by doing safe. It's just not in my nature. I'll go high for a little bit, don't lose too much ground here. Yeah, whatever. I don't care about your tire decks. I do care about yours, though. Half a lap extra. Okay. Let's see how this goes. We went for the early pit. Got a lot of extra fuel now. We're going to go overtake mode, just try and catch up. Right, Engelhardt. Think you're going to be fine. Everyone else is pitting now. This is the lap where everybody pits. Because everybody's playing the same strat. Except for me. Hello. Right, here we go. Come on, number 20. You need to make this fast. You need to make this fast. Yes, 6. Respectable. Very respectable. Engelhardt still going extra long on this one. 1 more lap to go. We'll probably run out of fuel about here, is my guess. But we should have still have enough momentum in the car, but that's fine. Alright, pit you this time around. Pit you on softs. Yeah, there's no rain whatsoever. Fuel options, get yourself 6 laps of fuel. And make it a... Oh, this does make a big difference. We're going to go balanced. Okay. Here we go. 0.2. 0.16. 0.04. We're out of fuel. Oh, so close. There we go. We're in the pit lane. And go for a more medium burn. Right. Come on. Here we go. We're looking like we're coming out in 9th. 12th. Just a few cars slid by. That's fine. We don't need to pit again. They do. Meanwhile, Lara's up here. You're going to need to pit this lap. Get yourself some more fuel. Push that to overtake mode. Don't care about your tire legs. I literally do not care about your tire legs. Okay, here we go. We'll split your medium now. Now, everyone else is pitting next time around. Apart from actually a few there. A few actually pitting. This is our chance. This is where we have to make every second count. You've got excess fuel, so we will put you onto a high burn here. Not overtake, just high. Because we're out in first! Yes! Very nice. Now, going to put ourselves on medium for now. Don't want to push too much. Okay. You can go on to high, Lara. Got a little space between us and second. So you can keep this going. Go on high for a little bit with Engelhardt. The more fuel we burn, the faster we'll go, the lighter we'll be. So we'll watch that so we don't burn too much fuel. If we burn too much fuel, we're in some real trouble. Push with those tyres. And you stop pushing with your tyres. I think we're going to end up in second. Don't think there's a way for us to swing that one. Yeah, you've got 1 lap extra fuel, so go overtake. Yeah, we're in second now with Engelhardt. No way for us to really avoid that. They've just got so good parts compared to us. Lara, come on, you can get 6 back. Go on. I believe in you. Oh, or you could end up in 8th. Yeah, there we go. Still, we'll probably get second, which I'm happy about. Come on! Now, we might still get knocked down a few places for an illegal part, so bear that in mind. Knowing me and knowing you. We don't know what we're gonna do. Come on. There we go. Cross the finish line. 2 and 8. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, Engelhardt did have a really, really good strat there. Ooh. Not bad. Right. Are we going to get caught? That's the question everyone is asking. I mean, I am. That's what matters. Oh! No, they caught us! Still, 4th is fine. I'm fine with 4th. We're now 5 and 6 in the Drivers' Championship, pretty much solidifying our place as 3rd position. Oh my god, there's only 2-point difference between us and... It all comes down to the last race, which is double points, remember? At the Black Sea. That could mean all the difference to us. There's 2 points. We would be tied neck and neck. Actually, they wouldn't have so many points, would they? Because they'd have got less points because we'd be ahead of them. We'd actually be ahead of them by a point, I think, if we hadn't got caught for that engine. So very close. We could have... Oh, damn. But not bad. Not bad. Now, I think what I have to do is I have to go away and check the very esoteric subject of... Next year, when we have spec engines, do they build upon our current engines, in which case we just lost one, we'll actually need to rebuild that, that's my fault for not checking, or do they build upon, like, spec engines, and everyone's exactly the same? Because I think that's the intention. But I don't know. Another spec engine will cost us 2 mil, though, so that's something we need to bear in mind. I'm going to go after research now, that's going to really matter, because either we're going to build another engine, or we're not. We need to know. We've dropped down to 9th there without that engine. Oh well. Back in a sec. Okay, so it looks like that next year, my parts this year won't matter at all. So really we should cancel this suspension. Well, no, actually, this suspension will matter. The other parts won't. Okay, so this suspension is good. We will want to put this engine back in. We're missing brakes. Oh, yeah, right. We want to wait until they fix the car. That makes sense. Sure, we'll do an interview. Which one of your drives is better? I'm not answering that. Oh, no! No, not the team marketability! No! Oh, my God. I don't care about them. Fine. Oh, no. That's utterly brutal. That is so harsh. 10% marketability is crazy. I think that's actually unfair levels of marketability, Crush, but oh well. That part was banned. Shame. Okay. It's going to come down to this engine then. I want the engine ready for race day. Like, it needs to be ready for race day. Is my suspension maxed? It is. Good. Right. Carry on. Feedback needed. Ooh! I feel like I'm going... Oh, wait, you're German.
I feel like I'm going bonkers, boss. I can't see straight. And I don't know what I'm good or bad at anymore. I'm really finding practice and quality sessions hardest these days. And then sometimes I feel just like my racecraft is, well, rubbish. I think I can get on top of this, but what should I concentrate on? Races or practicing?
Well, honestly, practice and qualifying are nice. We don't have a qualifying in our league, and practice doesn't matter. Races is amazing. The racer trait gives you +2 to all stats. Hell yes. Oh, you're such a good driver now. You were damn good before, but now... Oh, you're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right. Why are we missing brakes? Wait. It is saying that we're missing brakes, right? Yes. It meant to say engine there. That is the engine slot. It's just saying brakes. Okay, cool. I don't care that you're angry. You can just deal with it. Right. That'll do. Okay, we've got a new suspension. New suspension. Wait, we haven't? Where did our new suspension go? Oh, there it is. That was strange. It's not going to be ready in time. We might be able to get it ready-ish in time. Ah, but it's illegal. Yeah, no, I'm not putting that in. Improve it all the way. Reliability won't matter. Right, sponsors. 1 million. These are the same, effectively. Because I'm only going to matter about the upfront payments, because I won't be getting 11th or more, or whatever. So I'm thinking we go for this one. 900,000 up front. Okay. Coming up to our last race of the season. This is where it all comes down. Are we going to win? Are we going to fail? Are we going to manage to pull this one out of the fire and get better than third? Or are we going to solidify our position as third? Or will someone crash and it will go wrong and we will fall quite a bit? We could fall quite a bit. I worry about that. I really do. Okay. Improve the reliability of... There's no point in improving the reliability of that. Like, it won't matter because it will get integrated next year and the reliability won't be a thing. Everything gets reset in reliability, so just improve these, I guess? Not that it matters. Okay, Black Sea. Fine. Check the calendar. It's Black Sea A. Awesome. I can totally set this up for Black Sea A. Black Sea. We're looking for Black Sea A. Right, there we go. Pulled up my numbers for Black Sea. Race day, it's going to be wet. Let's check what our mail says. 4% chance of rain. Okay. We could run the wet strat again. But it was a risk and it didn't pay off last time. Okay. Let's do this one. Back to the Black Sea. We have a good history on this track. Last time we were here, we got first and second. So that's pretty good. But it's a very different ball game today. A very different ball game. Let's see if we can also play ball now. What are we looking for? We're looking for a 16.5. 26.5. 22.2. Okay. Flat. Down 25 and up to 69. Okay. Fair enough. Tire choice. We're going to do an intermediate strat. What can I say? I like my strats. Just don't crash, because if you crash, that means one of you gets 20th, provided no one else crashes before you. If you get 20th, you get 2 points, because it's worth double points today. And say the person who comes first gets 40 points, because it's double points. I think you also get +2 for being in pole position. No, +2 for fastest lap. So there's a lot of points up for grabs today. Like, seriously. This could make a massive difference. This makes a difference between us slipping down and possibly the difference between us being in first. Although, you know, that's not going to happen. But theoretically, it could. Okay, you want to be at 25 and you want to be at 69. Okay, out you go. Out you go. Get me a tier 3. I want my tier 3 knowledge. -2 focus. Right. Angles hit. Holding pretty hard there. Nice trailing. You've got a decent engine, of course. Right. Both of you are good. Go out, make it nice and long term. 95%. Same for you. 96%. Get me all that knowledge. Oh, we're going to wet season. Okay, Inters are not really the tyre for this, but we don't really want the knowledge of wets. We want the knowledge of Inters. Don't care about how fast we're going. Hopefully on race day it will be Inters rather than wets, but I can't control that. Wish I could. If I could control the weather, I wouldn't need to be a racing manager, would I? So, it all comes down to this. Last race of the season. Double points available. If we get a 1-2, that is literally almost 80 points up for grabs. 80 points if we get the fastest lap bonus. 80 points. Well, maybe the fastest lap bonus gets doubled? I don't know. If it does, that's 82 points up for grabs. That's huge. That means this race could mean everything. That's why first is technically within our grasp. Only technically, really. Because if one of their people crashes and the other person does only somewhat mediocrely, and we do well, and that's not a rare possibility. Well, it's a rare possibility. It's not a super extreme, like, let's not even talk about the possibility. That's a possibility that could happen. One of them could crash, the other one could do fairly mediocrely, and we could do well. I wouldn't put the chances at more than, say, 5%, but it's on the dice. That's like a, you know, a rolling like a nat 20 on a d20. It can happen. As for us, what I really expect, I'm hoping for something like a 6-8. You know, getting somewhere in that region. That'll probably solidify our position as 3 unless someone does really poorly. There's a possibility of a 2, though. There is a possibility of a 2. Okay, up to 2 on our knowledge. We might get another lap. Don't know if we're going to get 3. I think I have to question at this stage. Okay. We might get another lap. Maybe. I doubt it. I think we're going to get very close, but no cigar. Because we need to be... Because we'll get 1 lap, obviously. But if we're still on our out lap, when the timer ends, we're cut off. And looking at our time here, looking at the time it takes to get round, looking at the timer, and knowing there's a few seconds to get through the pit lane, we're probably not going to make it. So that means we're probably not going to get our decent tier knowledge. Which is a shame. We'll crank this up to overtake for all the difference it will make. We'll even attack with the tyres. Remember, our tyres are damaged. The track's pretty dry. This doesn't really favour us. And there we go. Now, can we get our knowledge before the end? No, because we already got called in. If we'd had the little bit extra... Oh, so close. Damn it. And we need every single thing we can get on race day. Okay. Ooh, they let the other car come in. Close. Fine. No rain yet. There is rain coming. Early on as well. We've got 6 laps of fuel, so that is a 2-pit strat. I think we pit lap 4. And that leaves us with 11 laps, so that's 6 and a 5. We can make that work. So we will be starting on softs and we'll be pitting at lap 4. It'll be an early pit, but we'll make it work for us. That also means we'll probably want to cut down on fuel. No, we will really cut down on fuel. We won't even start off going particularly harsh. Because I think it's better to cut down on fuel and have, you know, that extra 0.3 of a second than it is to go on overdrive. I don't know about that, actually. This isn't the time to be testing it. This really isn't the time to be testing that theory. We'll put you with 5 laps of fuel, because we know Falco can actually go heavy on the fuel to begin with, because Falco's got fuel economy. We'll also push intermediate tyres really hard. We're not even getting race trim this time around. Putting all our eggs in that basket, because, hey, let's do it. High, and you're going to be going medium. Actually, no, you will be going overtake mode, because you've got an extra amount of fuel. Okay, good. Start race. Let's do this. Water allows us to play the game a lot better. Ooh, not a good start. Water means that there's a lot of possibilities to play around with things. Okay, and we're going to have to start going a little bit slower about now. Really far back. Oh, great. Ooh. Had to, like, cut the pit lane a little bit there, but we did manage to get up there. And slowing down that corner. A lot of overtaking going on. How are we doing with your fuel? When yours basically hits angles, that's kind of where we're going to cut it off. I'll cut you down to a medium fuel burn now. Right, and what are we looking at in terms of water? Starting now, won't be enough to change. At least not yet. If we did change early... Oh, we could do an early change. We really could push an early change strat. Since we're so far back in the pack, Engelhardt, push your fuel. You're going to be pitting. Okay, there are a few people pitting. Right, so let's just double check. Yeah, we're on inters. Over here, Lara, go back to medium. Pit you. We're going to pit for inters. And we're going to pit you with 6 laps of fuel. Right, let's do it. You know what, actually, you're going to be pitting with a lot of other people. This pit is going to make all the difference. So, fuel, pit strat, we're actually going to risk a fast. Some people are staying out. Wow, risky. Fair enough. Right, Engelhardt, you've got your chance here. Push to the limit. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Those ties and that knowledge is really paying off. Lara's getting so much extra speed here. Double checking. You really should be going medium. I think I might have burnt a bit too much fuel there. If we get on lap 9, we should be okay, actually. Oh, 10. There we go. We're in 2nd and 8th. Engelhardt really making it count. Okay. Yeah, your tire decks are way too high. Pull back a little bit there. Very nice so far, though. Can we change into wets? You know what? I didn't even think to check that. Yeah. You're going to need to change to wets. You are completely right. It's going to be a wet race from now on. I don't think it's worth changing into that last few laps, so you're going to need to change to wets. You can't make your fuel last that long, though. If you went one more lap on inters, you could make your fuel last that long. Lara, you can pit for wets. Because you'll have to pit anyway. Okay, Engel, might as well burn that fuel. Actually, so many people have come out on wets that I feel I missed a trick there. I really should have played the wet card early, and I didn't. I'm going to take the hit of going around on inters for a little bit longer. When you do pit wets... Oh, 8 laps remaining, yeah, because technically we haven't passed the checkered flag. There we go. Alright, Lara's in. Coming out on wets. That's my fault for not checking. Okay, Engel. They're catching up to you very fast. Here we go. That's a decent pit. Considering you won't need to pit again, I'd call it acceptable. But we have really screwed the pooch here. Should have checked. It's my fault. I got blasé about the inters. We will be changing you down to inters probably for your last few laps. Engelhardt's just going to have to stick it out. Because that's 2.5 laps where it won't be acceptable for them to just. Okay. How are we doing? 3 laps to go on Lara. That's fine. 9 and 15, not great, but that should be bearable. Hoping to get into our sponsor objective because that extra $0.5 mil will be kind of helpful. Here we go. Light starting to penetrate through the clouds. And that is a pit from 4. That is a pit from a lot of people. A lot of people are pitting. 9 just sliding ahead. Yes, we're up to 2 now. Engelhardt, just hold on to that. Lara up to 11. Bear in mind that Lara will need to pit though. So we need to take whatever advantage we can get now. And then hopefully going inters for the last few will actually really help us out. We can't guarantee that by any means though. How are we doing with the extra fuel? Yeah, we're up to 0.4. Okay, Lara. Make this count. Pit. Get inters. Get 3 laps of fuel. Okay. You got this. I need to burn through all your fuel before you get there. You're not going to be burned through all your fuel? Oh well, we're getting a spare bit of fuel then. Oh, maybe? Maybe we just have exactly 3? No, we got 4. Okay, we need to burn the extra lap of fuel off. Okay, we're out on the inters. She's going to complain at us about the inters. Which is fine. But they are going to start paying off relatively soon. Not soon enough, though. We're playing it dangerously close to the amount of fuel on Engelhardt. It's now into weather. Come on. Time for those beautiful, beautiful tyres to shine. Can we make it up a few positions? Yeah, you need to pull back on those tyres. Those tyre decks are really going to hurt. Come on. Playing a catch-up here. We can do it. We're so close to 13 now. Our inter tires really paying off here. Come on! Right, we're into 13. We might be able to get 11 and 12 if we're super cautious. Both of them? Both of them! Bam! 4 and 11. Not bad for dropping the ball on 11. And not bad for having to pit Engelhardt. An extra time. Yeah, I did screw that up a little bit, but not terribly. Could have gone a lot worse. I managed to resurrect that, and I think it's the important part. Sometimes you screw up, but the important part is when you screw up to resurrect it. Which we did. Now the question is it going to affect our championship standing? I think we're probably going to be okay in our position. There was a risk of being able to actually get up from our position, but I think we let that one loose and we lost that, sadly. Right. Do they catch us for the rule break? No. Demotion from Vexalia by 2 points because of a dodgy part. That means that we don't have to worry about you. Ozu and Ozu. Yeah, they've got more points than us. Difference of 4 points in it. A difference of 4 points in it. Still, second season, getting third is very respectable. I'm pleased with that as an outcome. Very pleased. Marketability took an extra %. I'll take it. Beautiful. So close. So close, damn you. Okay. I'll accept the interview. You finished well done in the pecking order in practice. Yeah, because running into tyres. The set was fine with the engine turned down. Be quiet and go away. Okay, car repair's complete. Let's double check that the improved parts are all, like, up to spec and stuff. Suspension's the only one we've got to worry about. Yeah, you're maxed out. Sweet. Okay. You're retiring. Manager of the season is me! Driver of the season is... Oh, really? Sarah Thomas or Octane? Really? Okay, fine. You retire. That chairman to retire. However... Prize money! Oh, I thought it would be higher than that. Still, prize money! Not bad. Not bad. Now, next season, that's going to be the one that's going to be interesting. Are we actually going to manage to promote? Find out in many episodes' time, but, you know, the season will begin next episode. So, for now, I've been EnterElysium. Like, subscribe, let me know what you think let me know what your thoughts are on our chances down below. Stay shiny.